You woke up this morning with a personality. Maybe you hit snooze 3 times. Maybe you were already planning your day before your eyes opened. Maybe you felt a low hum of anxiety before you even checked your phone. You call these things your quirks, your traits, the things that make you, you. But what if none of them started with you? What if the version of you sitting here right now was drafted in a world of ice and fire and predators you will never see? The real answer is far stranger than you think. In the 1990s, psychologists Robert McCrae and Paul Costa Jr. published research consolidating what we now call the Big Five personality model: openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, neuroticism. Every human being falls somewhere on each one. And here is the part that changes how you see yourself. Studies on identical twins raised apart suggest that 40 to 60% of where you land on each dimension is genetic. It was in your cells before your parents chose your name. But genes do not appear from nowhere. They are selected by survival. Evolutionary psychologist David Buss has argued that personality traits exist because they solved specific adaptive problems. Extraversion, for example, is not a social quirk. 10,000 years ago, the extroverted person was walking up to strangers from another tribe and attempting trade instead of combat. The introverted person was sitting at the edge of the firelight, watching the tree line, noticing the thing everyone else missed. Both were essential. Both survived. Neuroticism is the trait people feel worst about. High neuroticism means you worry, you ruminate, you lie awake replaying conversations. But drop a low neuroticism person and a high neuroticism person into a world of real predators, and the anxious one is already awake when the threat arrives, already planning, already gone. Elaine Fox, a neuroscientist at Oxford, described this as an emotional early warning system. Your anxiety is not a malfunction. It is a very old alarm that refuses to turn off even when the predators are gone. Conscientiousness tells a similar story. Planting a seed and waiting for it to grow required a brain that could hold a future in its mind. The ancestors who ate their seed grain in October did not make it to spring. Your ability to plan, to delay, to follow through is a winter survival instinct wearing a modern disguise. Here is where it gets stranger. A 2019 study in Science examining ancient DNA from burial sites across Europe and Asia found measurable differences in behavioral genetics between populations shaped by different landscapes. The traits that survived in cold northern climates were measurably different from those that flourished where food was available year-round. Your personality was not just shaped by evolution in the abstract. It was shaped by your specific ancestors' specific landscape. The mountain, the steppe, the forest. You are a product of a place you have never been. So here you are. A collection of ancient solutions dressed in modern clothes. Your introversion is a sentinel trait. Your conscientiousness is a winter survival instinct. Your neuroticism is a threat detection system calibrated for predators that no longer exist. None of these make you broken. They make you descended from people who did not die. But the environment that shaped these traits no longer exists. The predators are gone. The competing tribe is now a comment section. And your ancient personality is trying to run modern software on prehistoric hardware. The high neuroticism person kept awake by emails. The conscientious planner who cannot stop working at 8 in the evening because the part of the brain that says enough never evolved for a world without a winter. Researcher Sonia Lyubomirsky at UC Riverside has shown that roughly 50% of your happiness set point is genetic, 10% is circumstance, and 40% is chosen behavior. That 40% is your only point of intervention, not to fight your ancient traits, but to understand what they were built for and choose how to use them in a world they were never designed to navigate. You woke up this morning with a personality, and now you know it was not written by your choices or your childhood or your coffee order. It was written 10,000 years ago by people who survived something you will never face, which means the least strange thing about you is everything you thought made you strange.